This video will show you how to complete the application for student teaching or residency. From the Office of CPR website, scroll to the application and click the Fill Out Form button to open the application in a new tab. If you are not already logged into your Nichols student email address, you will be prompted to do so before you are able to open the application. If you are logged into a different Google account, you will not be able to view and complete the application. Please thoroughly read all of the instructions included in the application. Enter your email address in the space provided. Make note of the initial application deadline for the current semester, as well as the deadline to submit additional information. Before you move forward, ensure that you have copies of the following items: Praxis 1 or ACT scores, all required Praxis 2 scores, or documentation of scheduled exam dates, as well as documentation of a completed or approved background check. If you do not have any of these items, you can proceed with the application and return to it later to upload documentation as you obtain it. There will be a final deadline to submit these items after the initial application deadline. Click the Next button to move to the next section of the form. In this section, you will enter information about yourself and your program. To begin, select the option you are applying for. If you are not sure which of these options to select, please speak with your advisor as soon as possible. Next, enter your first, middle, and last name using appropriate capitalization. Enter your IN number, including a capital N at the beginning. Here, you will upload a photo of yourself. This does not have to be a professional photo, but should be an appropriate photo that shows the Office of CPR staff what you look like. Any photo that you would feel comfortable submitting for a passport or driver's license is acceptable. Crop the photo so that it is mostly your head and upper chest. Once you have selected a photo, you can upload it by dragging and dropping it into the form, or by searching for it in your Drive by clicking My Drive. Next, enter your mailing address, street, city, and zip code. Please use the appropriate capitalization and punctuation when entering this information. Enter your phone number using the format provided. Select your degree and enter your certification area if you are a secondary candidate. If you are not a secondary candidate, you will skip this question. Next, enter your current overall GPA and select your advisor. Click the Next button to move on to the next section of the form. This section of the form is focused on the geographic location you would like to be placed in. Read the instructions carefully, then select your location preferences. It is recommended that you select 3 different locations. Placements are made based on candidate certification area and mentor-teacher availability. Next, indicate if you have any relatives who work at or attend school in any of your location preferences. Candidates cannot be placed at a school in which a relative works in any capacity or attends as a student. This is non-negotiable. The next section of the form is where you will upload the required documentation. You will be able to upload files from your computer or search for documents in your Google Drive. Please submit all documents as a PDF file. Click here to upload Praxis 1 or ACT scores. All candidates should have this when completing the application for the first time. Click here to upload your Praxis 2 scores. Ensure that the document you upload includes the Praxis 2 exam names, scores, and pass or fail. If you do not have all Praxis 2 scores, upload what you have. If you do not have any Praxis 2 scores, you may skip the file upload and come back to it later. In the Praxis comment section, you should enter your current Praxis 2 status, including any exams you have scheduled or when you intend to take the exams prior to the deadline. Click here to upload documentation of your completed background check. All candidates are required to complete a new background check for student teaching or residency. The information needed to complete the background check can be found by clicking on the link provided. If you do not have a certificate of a past background check at this point, upload the receipt you receive by email when your payment is processed. Once you receive a notification that you have passed the background check, you should receive a certificate. Come back to this form to upload the certificate once you receive it. If you upload the background check receipt and are waiting on a copy of the certificate, make note of this in the comment section here. Once you upload your certificate, you may delete your comment from this box. If you do not have any required document, you will be able to return to this section to add documents at any time after your initial submission of the application. Click the Next button to move on to the final section of the form. In the final section of the application, you will agree to several statements. This is to ensure that you understand what submitting this application means. Read each statement carefully before checking that you agree to it. Enter your initials here to serve as your signature on the application. Click Submit once you have checked all items. Once you submit the application, the Office of CPR will be able to access your information and documentation. You will be able to return to your application to make changes or upload additional documentation as needed until the deadline to do so has passed. Once you click Submit, you will receive a copy of your responses via email.